Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mind Harbor, episode 19. We're almost at 20. Our special Christmas episode, number 20. But yeah, today is number 19. How are you guys doing on this fine, cold, crisp Canadian day?
I'm doing all right. It is a bit cold, isn't it? I woke up today, I was like, it feels a bit colder than normal. It's been about like -1, -3 all week.
Yeah,
But luckily we haven't had that snow that they, or at least here in Mississauga, we haven't had that snow they promised.
We got a bit over here last night. Had to shovel that this morning. It was like
Mm.
-15 with wind chill.
Did you have to leave the house in the morning?
No, I just had to back my car out the driveway for my sister, but
Uh,
it still needed to be shoveled.
right.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I didn't have to leave, so it's kind of all melted up. I think my landlord had to shovel it maybe to get out of her car, but if I need to go, it's all melted down now. Which is kind of
Yeah.
strange because it's -3, eh?
yeah.
The sun is
This-
strong.
Yeah, the sun is strong.
And if there's a little bit of salt mixed in there, usually it dries out pretty quickly. If there is sun
Yeah.
hitting it, doesn't take long.
Holy fuck though, the black ice on my driveway, man. Jeez. We need to get more salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it started rough at the beginning of the week. We got like 15 centimeters, and then since then it's just been like 1 centimeter after another all day. All week.
It's supposed to
Bits and pieces
snow
here and there.
today.
Like a
it was
centimeter a
snowing
day,
a bit
yeah.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
Over here it was snowing a bit already.
I've
Yeah,
been
I'm finally done for the semester, bro.
nice.
All done?
And I had my last exam yesterday,
Nice.
Amazing.
so now I'm
What did
off
you
for a
get?
month.
A whole month?
The 12th
Not
to the
bad.
12th.
Did you have an early exam season? Or is that it was a month normal?
My sister was off like a week before I was, I want to say.
Oh.
But like one of my classmates is going up until next week, so I guess it like varies per program.
Makes sense. Yeah,
Hmm.
I remember only ever having 3 weeks at most, or like 2 weeks as a break. December 22nd to like January 15th around. So yeah, 3 weeks.
Well, technically it's like, well, the 12th is the Friday and the 12th of January is a Monday, so it's like maybe just shy of a month.
I see.
But yeah, before work yesterday, I had such a fucking scare. Like, there's this one course, A&P, that I was sort of on the brink for, and like, I needed to do good on the final exam. So then, the one of my classmates texted our chat saying, "Yo, our final grade for that course is released." I go check it, and on the one place, so minimum passing grade is 65 for that course.
Okay.
And what I saw on my course shell said 53 out of 100.
No.
So my
Oh,
heart
no.
fucking sank. But then my other classmates was like, "It's not on your course shell, it's on the student portal under grades." So I
Yeah.
went there and I was like, "Oh, thank the Lord. I didn't fail." But my heart like sank and it like skipped a beat. Like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking
I was like
stressful, dude.
panicking for a second. It's like not trying to have to
It's like-
retake that course.
Yeah. Have you ever had to retake a course?
No,
yeah.
thankfully not.
Well, not retake a course. I just was lacking a couple credits at the end of high school, so I just took like a bunch of shit at once. I think I was doing like 10 courses at once because I was just
That's
so
great.
behind.
10 courses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how did that go?
Well, I wasn't actually at school doing them. It was all like mainly like e-learning shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I basically would wake up at like, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, get breakfast, go straight downstairs, and just do fucking course after course after course to catch up.
Wow.
I was a fucking lazy student. I was one of those students that like you don't do anything all year, and then when it comes to the final exam, you panic, and then you do the exam, fail the exam. They're like, "Yeah, so you're gonna have to do something else for me." And you're like, fuck. And then you're
Same here.
So, was that upgrading courses for college?
yeah, there were a couple for that, and then I was lacking like 2 or 3 electives to be able to get into one of the ones I wanted for college. So I
Okay.
had to do like the main, electives for that year, and then plus, or sorry, the main like mandatories for that year, plus 2 extra electives on top of the 2 extra electives, which were basically just study hall at that point for most of my high school. So I actually had to do something on my final year. So and then yeah, the other ones were in my 5th year for just like dual credit program to actually get what I needed to get into college.
Mm.
Yep. But that's like very similar to what I had to do in high school as well then.
Yeah.
Because like with when I had the heart inflammation, I had to drop 2 courses that one semester, and then it was called a build a credit program, and like I essentially could just choose what I want and just do like the strict content, which
Mm-hmm.
I like more because like it's just pure content. You're not
Mm-hmm.
getting like all the fuddy-duddy stuff,
Yep.
Yeah.
but at the
Just like,
same time like that could help.
I gotta give my
I don't
teachers a
know.
shout out too, man, because they were super supportive. I should say, like, I wasn't just always a lazy student. It was also a mix of me being on a shit ton of meds because of my illness at the time. Um,
mm,
so like they were very supportive. I remember like I had 3 classes where the teacher had made up booklets for that, for specifically me for that course for that semester or whatever, and it was a big ass like booklet that they had printed out and worked on for me, and then I would just work through that. So one was world religion, one was intro to philosophy, the other was fuck, I can't remember, something like that, just another random course. um, yeah, I was just blowing through that. But it was enjoyable too. I enjoyed how much work it was because I was also able to be at home. And I got to force my grandfather to watch The Matrix for him to, help me on my philosophy thing because it was basically determinism versus free will. So I was like, let's watch The Matrix. And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's a scary movie. I don't like scary movies. Or that's not,
yeah.
it's Hollywood. It's not good.
Violence.
It's violence. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, listen, it's not just violence, okay? This is a deep, deep philosophical movie. And then I finally got him to watch it, and he loved it. He loved it. He fucking loved it. So anyway, there was awesome moments with that, and I loved the world religion course. That was super fun. I remember
Mm.
I got so deep in that I was like doing religion outside of the intro to religion course. So I was looking into Quakers in Utah and like the whole Latter Day Saints area stuff. And I didn't even look at like the fucking essay, but it was basically like do an essay on a specific side of these religions, and I didn't even look at the list. So I'm like, I'm doing Quakers because for some reason I thought that was a perfect religion to talk about for the topic. And I
Wow.
remember getting getting the email back and him basically being like, I don't know where you got Quakers from, but please do this essay over again for a different religion on the list. I'm like, fuck. I just
No, I
spent
was gonna
so
say
much.
like, were you allowed to do it? Did you have to do it a religion on the list, or were you allowed to just pick whatever you wanted?
I had to do one on the list and I didn't
You
even
had to do it on
fucking
the
read the
list.
list. That's my point.
Oh,
Yeah. So I did a whole
that
goddamn
sucks. So you
essay
did
just
two
for
essays,
nothing. But it was yeah, like anyway. So, I don't know if that
but
answered
now
the
you know a lot
question.
about the Quakers.
I,
This is the first time I'm hearing about
I barely
the
know
Utah
anything about the
Quakers.
Quakers. I know way more about the Latter-day Saints.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about either. So you have to write an essay on the Matrix?
Yeah, my philosophy course in high school. Basically,
Oh,
it was
just
our year-end thing, and we had to choose a topic that we were talking about in philosophy over the year. So I chose free will, and determinism, and I got to
mm,
watch The Matrix and use The Matrix as my basis. And basically, like the red pill versus blue pill, what is like, the Plato's cave and free will versus determinism. That was basically my essay.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Is it just on the first movie or any of the others?
just the first one.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was fun.
interesting. Yeah, it has been fun. I think I got everyone's watched the first one. I don't think everyone has watched the entire trilogy. Personally, I think I remember a little bit about the second, but the third, I don't know, it was so long ago. Maybe I was drunk while I was watching it. I don't remember much about it other than ships and metal and alien tentacles.
The
That's about
third
it.
the third one is just the other half of the second one. Like
Yeah.
the other two
Uh,
movies are the same story, just cut into two movies.
I see, like the last movie of Harry
Hmm.
Potter.
Like the
M-
Deathly Hallows.
Was it
What would you
And
the second or the third where the Wachowski sisters like wrote themselves in as those like white-haired alien chicks, and they were like ninja
what
chicks
was
that
it?
were like.
think that was the third
Is
one.
that the third one? I found that so funny when I saw them. I was like, I could not contain myself. It was hilarious. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
fucking way they wrote themselves into the Matrix.
It is, yeah. They are in there.
Did you
I
see
had no
the
idea.
Did you see the 2020, what was it, 2021 Matrix?
Oh,
Like
the
the
new
fourth
one.
one?
2021
Like
Matrix.
revival or something. No, I
Yeah, like
I
haven't.
have
the
not. No,
remake.
I gotta watch that with Keanu Reeves.
It's not bad. Neil Patrick Harris is in it.
Oh,
Oh wow.
then it must be amazing.
Yeah, like it's honestly a really cool concept.
I do like Neil Patrick Harris. Have you guys ever seen Harold and Kumar?
He's hilarious.
Uh,
No.
They
Seen
wrote
what?
Harold and Kumar is like it's got to be like mid 2000s fucking stoner movie when like, Snoop Dogg and all those guys were doing stoner movies. This one is Harold and Kumar go to like go to White Castle, and it's basically
Mm.
them on like a weed bender in university going like across the country just to get like a bag of weed or some shit and all the crazy shit that happens. But anyway, they wrote Neil Patrick Harris into the script, and it was basically like him cracked out on fucking a shit ton of drugs and being like completely unhinged and shit. And
Yeah.
he got the script and he was like, "What the fuck is this shit? You know what? I'm gonna do this. This is funny." So he did it,
Yeah.
and he like acted that way, like on screen. It was so funny. Knowing that after, I gotta watch that movie over again. Such a good movie. Same with
Oh.
Guantanamo
Oh,
Bay.
not that it like matters, but I had no idea he was gay until my sister told me that. Because I knew him first from How I Met Your Mother,
Mm,
and that
Mm.
character of Barney Stinson was like the furthest thing from gay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
then when Maya told me like in real life he's gay, I was like, what? Like he's such a good actor to play like Barney Stinson, and then
Yeah.
even like in A Million Ways to Die in the West. Do you
Yeah.
remember him in that movie with the big ass
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
mustache?
yeah, yeah.
What's it called?
He's
Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, it's a Seth MacFarlane movie.
Uh, that's
Like
amazing.
like
Sounds like he's
Liam
been a bunch
Neeson's
of.
in it.
Oh yeah.
Like a shit ton of like Seth MacFarlane's friends from like Ted, Family Guy.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
I love Seth MacFarlane comedy.
he's
That
so
sounds
funny.
like a good movie. Million Ways to Die in the West.
so
One of my
good.
favorite shows he produced and starred in. It's called The Orville. You guys
I
heard of that before?
I was
I
just gonna
have I ha
say I just started watching that. I'm up
You
to
just
like
started watching
episode
that?
3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Amazing. Yeah, I've
I've been
binged the
meaning to watch
entire
it.
show.
What's it
You can
on?
watch it.
Disney Plus, I
I
think.
think Disney
Okay.
Plus. Or Prime? No, you gotta have a Disney Plus subscription on Prime. It was amazing. 3 seasons. I think I watched the entire 3 seasons in a little over a month. Just my favorite show, hands down. No,
Because
very few bad episodes, like maybe one or two that were subpar, but the rest is like just hit after hit after hit.
I honestly think the
there's
first two
do you know like
episodes were
that
subpar.
oh
Like I've watched
first,
like
yeah, yeah,
four. The third
that's
and
true.
fourth are fucking good. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
they must have completely changed the script on this one because these are actually fucking good.
yeah,
And it was like 10 o'clock on a weeknight, and I was like, we have to go to bed. I don't want to. I want
yeah.
to watch Orville. Sorry, go ahead,
It
Sean.
just it goes uphill from there.
It
The
really does.
Orville,
Yeah,
there's a viral clip. It's like the 500 cigarettes,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
then they figure out like they smoke 500 cigarettes like in an hour.
yeah,
There's one where Seth MacFarlane gets kidnapped by like this alien race that is basically like making a zoo of all of the different alien races they think are they're superior, and they're like these little red bald guys. That episode is I was laughing like half the time in that episode, and it's a good premise too. I fucking loved that episode. I don't want to spoil it.
Is it the matriarch society
I think so, yeah.
or a different one? There's a ton of different alien races you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
I think the first two episodes they're kind of trying finding their footing. They were like just the cast was meeting each other. I think was there something about Seth MacFarlane dating the actual female cast, female lead as well at the same time? I can't remember.
Oh,
Or maybe that was
I don't
maybe
Other
know.
that was
than
the
the
opera.
five, other than the 500 cigarettes thing, the only thing I remember of the Orville is Family Guy referencing it. They're making fun of its low ratings at the time.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Family Guy referenced it. How?
I'm pretty sure they referenced Orville. Either that or it
Yeah.
was American Dad.
Mm.
I
It was
see.
one of the Seth MacFarlane shows. They like dissed the Orville.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I think it's a great movie. What did they even? Let me check the ratings on there. 8 out of 10 on IMDb, 77% Rotten
No, I'm
Tomatoes,
definitely going to add it to my list.
8 out of 10 on Prime.
Great
You
watch.
know, uh, while we're talking about Seth MacFarlane, I told James this the other day, or was it? No, I think it was Maya. It was somebody, but it was Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on a 9/11 plane. He was just hung over and missed his flight.
Oh,
What is
really?
that? Holy
Yeah.
cow!
Weird.
So like if he wasn't hungover or super drunk, we wouldn't have post 9/11 anything of Seth MacFarlane's.
So
Yeah,
that's
I'm
why
reading
you
this.
gotta
He missed
drink
it by
all
about.
the time, ladies and gentlemen. Just get hammered
That's the
all the
key.
time,
I'm
and then
not
you'll
sure
be
that's the
safe.
takeaway here,
No,
but
that's what I took away from it.
Drinking keeps you alive,
I
friends.
just thought that was
That's
interesting.
amazing. Do you wanna, I pulled this up. He missed it by about 10 minutes because of a hangover. He arrived at the airport late and um, he, once the flight departed, he just, fell asleep at the airport and learned of the tragedy after waking up in the lounge. So he's like, fuck, I missed the flight. Like went back to the lounge. Imagine waking up and being like, that flight you missed? It's no longer, it's not a flight anymore.
It's gone.
That's crazy. He was attending an event at his alma mater. Is it alma mater? Alma mater?
I don't know. That's
Not sure.
That's
crazy though.
insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of questions for you guys. Do you wanna
You-
do you wanna answer them as honestly as possible?
Okay, well, this is a truth or dare.
No, no, this is just story time. I want to hear you guys' stories. Have either one of you shit your pants in public or at like a date or something? Do you guys have any funny shit your pants stories?
No, I just have farted before.
You're
Like,
proper adults.
Damn it.
I
like
have.
I've definitely burped and farted, but like I've never shit myself. May- Maybe when I was like in diapers. Well, obviously when I was in diapers, but
I gotta
I've
answer yes for that one.
You
I
got
put
one,
one
Martin?
finger up.
Please go ahead. I want to
Yeah,
hear this.
I know. It's just a short, embarrassing story. It was grade two. I think my teacher was Mrs. Schaefer, if I remember correctly. So this wasn't at Keats, this was at Sandales. I was watching this from Kitchener. It was me, the smell in the classroom. I thought it was a fart. I hadn't pooped, we went to the bathroom all day. For some reason, I didn't want to. I was like still in that stage where you're just I think I was grade 2, so was that 6 years old? 7? Just
Something
too
like
shy
that.
to
Like 8.
raise my, yeah, 8 maybe. Too shy to raise my hand and ask. Even though like we weren't learning anything, it's the end of the day. I was like, oh, there's like half an hour left, 20 minutes left. Like I can make it. I thought it was gonna be a fart. It wasn't. And then people were like, "What is that smell?" And I haven't been able to smell well in my whole life, so I couldn't smell anything. And I was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And then I was like, "Oh shit!" Like after school, I was like, "That smell was me." Went to the bathroom, went to clean up.
Just
I don't think
absolutely
that's all I
mortified.
remember. Yeah, and yeah, just mortifying. And that makes it one of my earliest memories that I actually remember from living in Kitchener.
Damn.
Those are the kind of memories you remember, right?
Yeah.
The childhood
You
memories,
know,
it's either something traumatic or like when the emotion was high, or it's usually the bad stuff, which is you don't remember a lot of the good stuff that happened in your childhood.
like I didn't shit myself, but I did piss myself.
Oh, when?
Grade 6
Oh
with Mr.
shit.
Gillian's, bro. It was
No.
like I like it was class presentation time, and I my group wasn't even presenting yet, and I was like, "Yo, I need to go to the bathroom." He was like, "No." And then like after that group went up, it was my group's turn, and I really had to go. And then like it got to the point where like when I was done my part of the presentation, I was like, "Dude, can I go?" He was like, "You're mid presentation." No. So then like thank God I was wearing like baggy pants, so I sort of like had to like pinch it off. And then
You cross your
like
legs, do a little shuffle.
Start
yeah,
doing jumping
and
jacks. Start
nobody
running in the
noticed.
spot.
Like nobody had noticed, but like the presentation had gone on to the point where like I couldn't wait anymore. So I had just like left, and as I was leaving, yeah,
What? As you were leaving, it happened, or as you were sitting
yeah,
down?
and like not a
Okay.
lot,
The
but
dams
like
burst.
still like enough to like not be okay.
Oh no. Was
Had
it
to
at
throw
the
out
end of
that
the
pair
day?
of underwear. I had to go the rest of the day commando.
Command. Oh, there you go.
Like
So
I was like
wasn't
what,
the end of the
10
day.
years old, 11, 10 or 11, grade
Grade
6.
6, yeah. I think you add 4 or 5, and that you're good. 4 or 5, depending on, or 6, depending on your birthday. The grade. What was I gonna say? So it was like the end of the class as you were leaving the class.
Yeah, it was like the end of the day, and like that's why he was like, no, he was like, just wait for the end of day bell to ring. I was
Mm,
like,
Yeah.
my guy, like I'm telling you, I have to go for a fucking reason, right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like
I'm
at
like,
that point, just get up and go. They can't. What are they gonna do?
give me a
College is.
reflection sheet.
Yeah.
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 That's why I love college so much better. It's like they actually treat you like adults. They assume
I
because you're
know,
a kid,
bro.
you're
And
just
like
gonna waste time.
in middle school, you couldn't wear hats. High school, no, the reason you're not allowed to wear hats, oh, because in high school they won't let you. We're
Yeah, it's
prepping you for high school.
disrespectful.
High school, you're allowed to wear fucking hats.
Some high
And
Yeah.
you're allowed
schools.
your fucking hood up.
I never was
And
allowed.
then, oh, must have had a not cool high school.
It definitely wasn't cool, that's for sure. I hated my high school.
Yeah,
Mm.
I
Do you
didn't
guys
like
want to
mine
hear my
all that
shit
much
pants
either, but
story?
it was all right. I would
Oh,
love to
this
hear
how
that.
you brought this up? You wanted us to scare first so that you could go last,
Yep.
get the
Because
embarrassment out of the way.
I know I can. I knew I could top both of yous. Whatever you had, maybe like I don't know, but I was
Let me
90%
let me
sure I
make a
could top
prediction.
yous. Okay, go ahead.
Let me make a prediction.
Okay.
You were playing a paintball game. You had the shit. You slid down a hill. As you slid, you diarrhea.
Good guess, but no, this was when I was in elementary. I think I would have been grade 5 or so. And it was on the weekend, and I don't know why, but I remember my stomach was bad that day. I was having some issues. But I was, again, like Martin, at that stage in your kid brain development where you're like, I can hold it, it's all good, and you just don't go for the entire day. So I don't know. I was playing video games or something, and my buddy came to the door and he was like, "Yo, my dad wants us to go fishing, to get some rock bass or whatever, so he can barbecue them for dinner tonight. You want to come?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go." And at the time, I was fine. I was completely fine. So I get my bike. We go down to the lake. And I remember catching like fucking almost 12, 14 rock bass. Like we were just pulling them out of there. It was nuts. And we had these like
Yeah,
buckets
good
too.
dinner.
Well, yeah, sometimes depending on who you ask. Um, I remember biking back and being like not even close to halfway, like another 20-minute bike ride away, right? And
Yeah.
farting and just full on filling my pants and being like, oh fuck. And I was in shorts too. So
Oh
I
no.
had to get off my bike and basically like penguin waddle back with my ass cheeks clenched and my fucking hand on my ass with one hand on the bike, and I'm like talking to my buddy, and he's like laughing his ass off because I just told him I shit myself and I have to get off the bike and walk back. I remember I got in front of my house after like crab walking the entire way and holding my ass cheeks together and the
Yeah.
shit basically in my underpants, and being like, I'll be right back. I'll be back for dinner or whatever. And then I don't think I even took a shower. I just changed, wiped my ass and shit. Oh, I must have taken a shower. I don't know. And then I went and had dinner with him. It was like one of those memories.
As if nothing happened. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one of those. It was like, oh yeah, I shit myself, and then I'm gonna go eat some duck feet and fucking rock bass at my buddy's house. It's like, what day was that? Like, what the fuck? So anyway,
The
that's
things
my
we do when we're kids. Everything's
Yeah.
everything we experience is the first time. So, like, so we do funniest things when your brain's that small.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh fuck,
Like
sorry.
a disclaimer
awesome.
at the beginning of the segment, be like, if you have a weak stomach, skip the next X amount of time.
I will. I'll cut it and be like, I'll put in black screen. This segment is not for the faint of heart. Please, if you have any problems with feces or shitting yourself, please move on to 30 seconds or 30 minutes and
Yeah.
30 seconds or whatever
To
the
the,
fuck
the next time step.
for next time. Yeah. So that was my shitting story. What
Oh,
do you guys
wow.
think?
That's
My life has
really
changed.
shitty story.
It was a
It's
shitty
inspiring, yeah.
story. Was it inspiring?
What the lesson learned here is go when you gotta go, go.
Yes.
Canadian
Take
heritage.
action. Just do it. Oh.
James has coined the term of dropping a deuce, a Canadian heritage moment. And every time we're like on the game or something and I need to like go, right? I'm like gonna go take a quick Canadian heritage moment. It's like Roger. He knows that it's gonna be a quick 5-10 minutes.
After my shitting story, I'll put in a quick Canadian heritage moment thing at the end.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. This was sponsored by the Canadian government.
You know why? Some of those are actually really, like, really well done. Like the Louis Riel one,
Mhm.
that one I had to do. I had to do a project on him. I think it was still grade 6. I think I watched that like 20 times. It was just like so, like 'cause it's just like a 1 minute summary, right? But like, it's still really well done.
Shout out to, late 90s. Well, actually, 90s to early 2000s, like mid 2000s Canadian programming. That shit was the golden age. Maybe it was just because
It
I was
was.
growing up, but I love fucking what was it? Mad Kids or whatever. That one kids channel.
Wildcrats,
What?
Kids.
Wildcrats on TVO or something.
It was TVO Kids or whatever. Yeah, it was like an offshoot of that. That it was just kid cartoons basically all day.
Like, are you talking about like Wallace and Is it
Like
vomit?
Tupi and
No,
Binu,
no, yeah, kind of. It was
like
anyway.
Treehouse.
Yeah, it was kind of Treehouse, but like
That was like for
the
kids.
yeah, it was like the
YTV.
teen. Yes, YTV. Thank you, Sean. There you go, YTV. But anyway,
It's like, yeah, that's like the Canadian Cartoon Network.
yes, yes, yeah, the Cartoon Network. Yeah,
I guess, yeah, with SpongeBob. Um, the Tooth Fairy. Fuck. Is it
Fairly Odd
Fair?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Parents. Yeah, I was thinking there. Man, it's been a while.
Caillou.
Uh, TNT,
Dude,
Caillou. I remember Caillou. That's crazy. And
remember Fanboy and
Pokemon.
Chum Chum? Fanboy and Chum Chum?
No.
No.
Oh yes, I
Bro,
do. It
oh
was
my
like
god.
the big fat one and the little small fish.
Well,
There's a
not not
whale
not
and the
the
fish.
fish.
Oh,
I
I
think
don't
that
know. I
was
never watched it.
narwhals.
Danny Phantom and a
I don't
bunch of
know.
other ones. There were so many good ones. Anyway, shout out to early
Bro,
programming for Canadian
I
Danny
remember
programming.
Phantom was amazing.
watching Gold Rush all the time.
Hmm.
It's like the people like just getting gold in like Northwest Territories, Yukon, and even sometimes like Alaska.
My favorite used to be Man Tracker. From like a young kid into like my mid-teens, I loved it so much. Do you
I
remember the
remember
Man
that.
Tracker fucking party we had, Martin?
Yeah, it wasn't just one party. It was like I think at least 3 or 4 events that you hosted
That is
where we
true.
just did real life band tracker, and that's where I learned how to. I still remember that. What was it? Skunk cabbage.
Yeah, this one
So that was
time Martin
fun.
was the only fucking left, and we were like, you know, I don't
I'll
know, I
try to
can't
find
remember
it. It was like
who
hide
it
and seek.
was who was the man tracker, but they're like, this is hard, I need help. So like we got everyone together and like basically did like the whole line walk, and all we could hear on the radio was skunk cabbage. We're like, what the fuck? Martin, where are you? Skunk cabbage. And then we finally found him like way on the edge of the property in a bunch of fucking skunk cabbage just laying there.
It was a good hit.
I
It's the
guess it
perfect
was.
hit. I
We
told
didn't
you where
even.
it was.
I don't think the
If I
owners
remember
even knew
right,
there was fucking cabbage there.
it was skunk cabbage there. I,
Skunk
if
cabbage
I
was a
remember right,
plant.
is yeah, it was a plant. I mean, it was a plant. If I remember right, it was my usual trick of hiding right near where the um, seeker started. So like everyone else was spread out, running as far as you could, and I was like, I'm gonna hide in a good place, but like right beside the starting point, and it worked out. But I remember other memories from that. It was like learning how to follow a footprint in the snow was a backwards walk or forwards walk. I still remember learning that from Man Tracker.
Hell
Where
yeah,
did you learn that, by the way?
man tracker.
Man Tracker
I
on the
learned
show?
so much about tracking because of that. Because my
Yeah.
mind was so young, I was like so dedicated to learning how to track, and like so every time it would come up on Man Tracker, it's like, see the imprint here is you can see their gait and their speed and da da da. I'd be like glued to the TV, and then yeah, that
Yeah.
was just one of the facts that I learned. Yeah, it's actually if you walk backwards, it's very easy to tell if you're a tracker because you pronate far more, and it's difficult to stay in a gait that matches a forward walking gait. So it'll be
Mm.
like very all over the place. It won't be like as uniform between steps. It'll be like
Right,
more
right.
erratic.
And
Yeah.
that's why, like, if you see those reverse videos that people try, like this one guy who's famous on, I think TikTok or YouTube for just pretending he's Neo in the Matrix, a callback to the Matrix, and being like walking backwards. He's got a pretty good gait for a backwards walk, but it's still a little bit obvious that everyone else is walking forwards and he's the only one walking backwards. But what he does that's pretty cool is he'll talk a little bit too backwards, so it you know has the illusion that he is the only one that's um, in real time and everyone else is just reversed. But it is tough.
Yeah.
Just imagine getting that gait perfectly, getting the backwards
Well, it's
speech
impossible.
perfectly. It is impossible. I mean, anything's possible if you practice enough.
True.
But that guy's
You
like
know,
the best I've seen.
But it's more or less like if you were a robber, a bank robber back in the day, and they were tracking you, 30 kilometers in the bush, and you were trying to do it backwards, they'd find you so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just throw off a tracker by walking backwards, is what my point was.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
you put me on Demand Tracker when we moved, like my sister and I moved to Canada,
Mm.
and we watched it so much, and all those techniques got ingrained in my head. In middle school, we went to I forget the exact name, but it was one of the outdoor ed centers
Yeah.
for the region. And middle of winter, tons of snow, and one of the activities was um, we split the class into guys and girls, and then we each choose an animal. So there will be a guy version and a girl version of the animal, and it's like the natural food chain. So like every animal has their prey and their enemies is just like giant, the food chain. So I got like the bunny. So I'm like the most vulnerable fucking animal. I could be attacked by everybody. And so I remember using Man Tracker like techniques of him explaining like how he can tell where track is. So my fucking brain in like grade 8 was like, I bet none of these fuckers watched Man Tracker as a youngin'. So I was like evading everybody. I didn't get caught. It was like a 3 hour like activity.
I remember
Yeah,
playing that. That was actually really fun.
Hmm.
I think I got
that was
deer.
fun. Yeah.
I think I got deer. I can't remember.
Our teachers came up with some pretty good activities. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was for our uh it was for our biology
In grade
yeah,
and
8 or 6.
grade 8, yeah.
Yeah, grade
Grade
8.
8.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I went to Dune.
Two, and I see. So Nelson Centennial. Yeah, I mean, like, people complain all the time, especially in the States, I think, about how shitty the school system is. But I remember, like, we did have some pretty good childhoods in middle school at Centennial and Keatsway. Like, our teachers were pretty creative for the most part. They were pretty happy. I think it was around, like, 2016 where I felt like a little downturn in the vibe of that they didn't want to teach or they were just kind of a bit more stressed. We gotta pay our teachers more. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Can't let them,
Because like
you know,
I
pay for their own supplies.
I was very young when I went to school in the States, but there is a big difference. Like there's no SK and JK. It's just
Uh,
like one kindergarten. You start at 5 years old. And in the county that I was in, if you were born after, I want to say either October, yeah, if you're born later than like October 15th, you were automatically held back a year.
wow.
So, um, anything that was before the kindergarten at 5, you had to pay for yourself like preschool.
Hmm.
And then it's like I did the 1 year of kindergarten, first grade, and in first grade we were learning cursive,
Oh,
and
isn't it
we
that
were
when you are you supposed to be learning just the alphabet and writing in general?
we
Yeah.
learned the alphabet in kindergarten, so we were learning how to
Oh,
write, and they're teaching us how to write print, but they're also teaching us how to write cursive.
interesting.
And then um, moved to Colorado, and I was in a grade 2-3 split, and that was only for a couple months, but the curriculum was so much different,
Hmm.
like from that one county in North Carolina to that other county all the way across in Colorado. Like it's crazy how different like the curriculums are.
Hmm.
And then coming to Canada to like go back into second grade after being in like the American 2-3 split, like
Hmm.
it was a lot of like repetition because like I already did it in the 2-3, but like there was no cursive. And then I I just remember immediately my teacher, James, you remember Miss Leung, um
Shout out Miss
immediately
Young.
she
She's
gave
still
birth.
at it, by the way. I see her occasionally.
Bro.
Kate's way or
She's
Yeah,
actually
Keats Way.
she is funny as anything without kids around. Like now that I'm like staff member technically, or like, you know, I work with her. Well, I don't work with her. I go to the school occasionally and I, see her sometimes when I got to help out my buddy. And she and my buddy, they're like swearing and stuff and making jokes. Like it sounds like a locker room in there, to be honest. Like I don't know if I should be saying this, but shut up, Mrs. Maybe we'll clip it. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a bit different. Like it was just because Ontario removed cursive from the curriculum when I was in third grade, but my fourth grade, fifth grade teachers like, screw that, they're dumb. I'm teaching you cursive anyways.
yeah.
So like,
I remember learning cursive. Before
shout out
that.
Ms. Zaman, bro. She was a goat. Ms. Zaman, she was only at Keats Way for 2 years, and I had her for both those years. Such a goat.
Nice.
But like, but yeah, like, you're definitely right, Martin. A lot of teachers are just there to get paid. They're not really engaging.
Yeah, some of them. Exactly. Yeah. It's. I mean, I think they're there to have a job too, but if you pay them well enough, they don't have to stress as much about, especially if you pay them for school supplies, they can create, cool activities like the egg drop we all did. Just think outside the box. If you don't have any supplies, you're just stuck to a book report here and there, or like just the exact curriculum and nothing else. No fun days, no Laurel Creek trips. I feel for the people that grew up after that as the budget goes down and down.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say, like, one funny story I have is I think I learned cursive at Catesway, so that was like in grade 2 or 3, and then I might have gone to Kumon as all on top of that and just perfected my cursive. So by grade 4, I wrote in cursive way more than I wrote in non-cursive. It was super tough for me to write normally. And then what was it, Miss Short or someone in Catesway? Some teacher was like, "Hey, I can't read cursive that well. I understand that you love your cursive, but can you try to write like print properly?" And I was like, "Like I can try, but I literally do not know. Like I learned cursive before I learned how to actually print."
Ma'am, if your
So
feeble mind can't handle my script,
exactly.
then I shall not be able to do anything you wish me to do. She's just like, fuck. Can you do block
She's like,
letters,
"What is this
please?
kid?"
Just write in
it's
all
like
capitals.
It's like young Sheldon correcting the teacher.
Yeah,
It's like, I know more than you do.
yeah.
I must
And then going
practice
on
my
and then-
script, because that is how minds explore language. I'll
Martin
be
was just
writing in
hard-wearing his
Latin in no
mind.
time.
I was just
Martin
covering
was
my mind from a very
just-
young age.
Yeah, it's like since birth. Fucking.
Exactly.
I do remember Martin
Sir,
as
how
like, a
long has
kid
your
being-
mind been harbored? Since
You
birth.
remember me as a what?
I do remember
For a
him
long
being a
time.
very, very smart kid. I remember
I was
I
just
remember
putting-
going over one day and you're like, "Have you heard of a hydraulic tip?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" I remember
What is that?
immediately being disinterested, and him going
Yeah.
like, "I'm a little teapot with a hydraulic tip. You can pour me over and I won't drip." I was like, "What the fuck is this man on about? And you want to play like Stratego or something? What the fuck is a hydraulic tip?"
Yeah.
But I learned, and you explained it, I learned it was a teacup with a special tip on the end that if you pour it over, it won't dribble down the end. Like, you know how like the
Yeah.
water will dribble on the side of the cup or whatever when you pour it? A hydraulic
Yeah.
tip takes that out of it, so it's a nice stream that pours into your cup instead of spilling everywhere.
I feel like you have the wrong word there.
Oh, is it?
'Cause I'm trying to Google it, but I don't remember saying that at all.
You don't
That's
remember
so
that? That's a
funny.
core memory for me. I remember that fucking.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I remember. Well, because I remember going
Yeah.
in and be like, "What the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is this word?" And just really
Yeah.
not getting it, and then you having to explain it to me. I remember you trying to
Yeah.
explain what the power to power meant, like 3 to the power of
Yeah.
4
Oh
and
yeah.
shit, and I was just
Explain
not
off the
getting
top
it,
of
and
it.
I was like, nope, nope, don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. I think like I don't even know.
You're just
I don't
way
know if it
more
was
well
having.
read than our like reading level at the time. I remember.
No, I agree. I was 2 or 3 grades ahead of in reading. Like I remember grade 4 or 5. I was reading like the Pendragon series and the Wizardry series, which are like 10 books each and 400 pages each. But this is what happens when you don't have TV or computer at home. When that's the
Bec-
thing. Like I missed out on the Xbox and COD, but I have some great memories of Pendragon exploring 3000, the year 3000 on Earth, and being like, damn, what is Earth going to look like in 1,000 years? That was my childhood.
Fucking
While
wasteland,
you're
ash.
Just,
while
yeah.
you're reading books the size of this, I was reading fucking Squish and like the Bones,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bone series. Oh my gosh, that shit was so
I love
peak.
that, yeah.
Yeah, Bones was
I read
dope.
a couple of those. Yeah.
Asterix
I
and
remember being in
Obelix.
grade 6. The librarian was like, "Are you going to like read higher level books?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Okay."
I love
At least
Clone
you're
Bone.
reading.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, man.
I checked out that Squish book like 20 times. She was like, "How many times are you going to read this year?" I was like, "I don't know. Fuck,
Wish.
good book."
Interesting.
But
It's
anyways,
just like it's about an amoeba.
Oh, yeah.
mm,
That sounds fun.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say Martin was
Hypercolored.
also a very talented pianist.
Thank you. I
And he
still try.
still is.
Can you
Hopefully,
play Interstellar?
I can. I've been still working on just memorizing the whole thing and putting it all together, but piece by piece, I know little pieces here and there. That's the one song I know now, like as on top of White Sand and um, I forget the other one, Siren's Ballad. I probably still have the muscle memory.
that
Why?
hurts
What
my
was
Did you
that
just
known
soul.
stub your
for?
toe, James?
No, the fact that he forgot White Sands.
No, I still know White Sand.
Oh, okay. My
I know
heart
Stub
White
your
Sand
fucking
toe.
and
broke. My
Interstellar.
soul was destroyed when you
No,
said
no.
that. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
White Sand. I'm saying I don't know why that one song stuck in my mind, but everything else I learned in piano, I forget.
Three
I also
blind
forgot
mice.
how
Are
to
you,
sight read, which is that's pretty sad.
are you gonna play the
Lost the
Three
Jeopardy
blind
ability to
theme
sight read.
mice.
song for us today on our Patreon?
I could try.
Hell
Play
yeah.
Yeah,
Bella Ciao.
No,
I could try
god
that
damn
too.
it. Stop. You're still muted on that there, buddy.
Bro,
I can unmute you
so
as long as
banned,
you're good.
James.
As long as you're
So
good.
banned.
I'll
I'm
unmute you. There you go. You're
Sean's good
unmuted.
boy.
That Bella Ciao.
Yes.
Bella
Okay.
Ciao is
Good.
gonna be my next song after Interstellar. I need every time I hear that song now. Have you watched Money
See,
Heist yet, James?
James associates that song with fascism. I associate it with Money Heist.
I mean,
Oh, did you
it is
guys?
it is a song about
it it
fascism.
is. I know it is a song about fascism and like
Yeah.
anti-establishment,
It's
but like
yeah,
Money
anti-fascism.
Heist.
Mm,
And I'm not an
Money Heist.
anti-fascisto. I just think the whole
Eh,
thing is silly. But anyway,
Alright.
yeah. Did you guys hear Trump just fucking took over that oil tanker?
No.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is funny because it wasn't even the military. It was the fucking Coast Guard that took over that fucking oil tanker.
bro. How are you going to let your country's
And
full
then,
ass fucking tanker get taken by a Coast Guard?
and then he's
Like-
just like, yeah, I don't know. It might be on the way over right now. And then everyone goes online and looks at like that exact oil tanker and is just like slowly making its way back to the States. Dude,
What is
it's
this?
so
It's
fucking
Venezuela.
funny to me. And you see
Venezuela,
the
yeah.
video, it's just like, it does look like SWAT guys, like special op guys, just like pulling up with their M4s out or their ARs out and just like, you know, taking the oil tanker over. But here, so, according to U.S. authorities, the seizure was conducted under a federal court warrant related to violations of U.S. sanctions on Venezuelan oil exports. The warranty had reportedly been issued in late November and was sealed, meaning that many of the supporting legal details were not made public. Just before the warrant was set to expire, U.S. forces boarded the tanker and took control of the ship and its cargo. U.S. officials described the action as sanctions enforcement rather than a military operation. Venezuela, however, rejected this characterization. Officials in Caracas described the seizure as illegal and referred it to an act of piracy, arguing that the tanker was operating lawfully under international maritime rules and routes. Cuban officials and other critics raised similar concerns regarding jurisdiction and the extraterritorial applications of U.S. sanctions. The seizure had immediate economic effects. Reporting following the incident indicated a slowdown in tanker traffic leaving Venezuelan ports. Well, I would too. I'd be like, I'm not sending fucking oil tankers out anymore. Hold on, boys. Stay in your mind harbors.
Yeah, like I understand why like some people are like, why are they just like bombing boats and like taking stuff? But at the same time, like in 1989, Biden said pretty much the same thing Trump's doing right now. He was like, if there's narco terrorists coming off Venezuela to US coasts, I don't care if they're still in Venezuelan water, they're being blown the fuck up.
Well, and
Not
actually,
that's not verbatim what he said, but you can look up like September 1989 Biden on Venezuelan narco terrorism, and you'll find it.
there's this
I
guy
don't
that
think
I
I
watch,
remember
Preston
the year.
Stewart, and he just came out with a video like a day or two ago that basically ran through all of the different ways it happened and then who did it and all that stuff. And then at the end, he was like, a lot of these seizures, whether you're on the left or right or like, what spectrum, and whether it's Trump hatred or Trump good, doesn't matter at this point. This is in legal hands. But the reason they're probably doing this is because a lot of Hamas's worldwide economic ability is actually from drug trafficking in the Caribbeans and in South America, believe it or not. Also helping with Cuba and obviously Venezuela. So that's another reason that they're doing this is they're shutting down all of these economic incentives from Hamas and the ones who are supporting Hamas, which I kind of could see if you look at those different routes and different ways those economic streams are going. It is a lot of fucking money from South America and the Caribbean, right? But again, they've got like 12 battleships and 2 aircraft carriers and like 18 F-16s or something. Yeah.
Hamas?
No, the states.
Oh, the U.S.
Oh, the U.S.
We
Right.
ready.
So
ready.
and now they have the assets in that area to be able to literally take over a fucking oil tanker from Venezuela. So that signals to me
Yeah.
that they've moved a lot of assets into that area specifically for things like this. I think there's going to be a lot more tank seizures, basically.
Prepare for Venezuelan
But
freedom.
why not, say it that way on X? Like why hide it behind like, oh, like this tanker was under oil sanctions? Why not say like we're just upping the security with this military presence in Venezuela because of Hamas?
Well, as
Other,
Pete
this way,
Hegseth likes to say, it's the fog of war. But no, it
I
is
guess.
literally the fog of war. You can't tell your enemies what you're doing before you're about to do it. I mean, that warrant was sealed in early November, and they had like almost months and months and months to be putting these assets in that area. So these types of
see.
things were definitely planned.
That's funny you bring that up, James, because that's one of the biggest pieces of why Trump even got elected in 2016. Because he was saying to Hillary, he was like, bro, you're literally telling the enemy what you're going to do. And then when you go do it, you're wondering why it's going to fail.
Well, his fucking administration has been horrible at OPSEC. Are you fucking kidding me, Pete Hegseth?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like, I'm not debating that point.
Okay.
It's just saying like, you can't tell your enemy what you're going to do before you're going to do it and expect results.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure at this point Venezuela knows what the fuck is up. I'd be shitting
Yeah,
myself
I
if I
hope
was
so.
Venezuela right now.
Because
Yeah. I just
didn't Maduro like start making citizens do like military training?
Yeah, that was within the first week. Like, I think the
I think that
first
was like
week
a
when they
couple.
bombed that first boat, he started giving
we
fucking AKs to like grandmothers and aunts.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Right.
that on
Yeah.
one of the prior episodes.
Yep, I think that was episode
I
8.
did,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice memory. What I love about this whole thing is just how anything Trump says and is quoted like from a news report, you can just immediately tell it's Trump. Like
Yeah.
I'm reading the article, it just says from CTV, it's like he's quoted, "We've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, a very largest one ever actually, and other things are
Beautiful
happening."
tanker. Lots of
Very
beautiful men on
large.
that boy.
It's huge.
It was huge, the hugest one ever. And other
We're
things are
gonna
happening.
rename it USS Oil Tanker Trump.
And lots of oil.
Lots of oil.
It's a
American,
great deal. It's a great deal. We get an oil tanker for free.
America's thinker.
It's in thousands of
America's oil.
barrels.
Yeah. Ask what would happen with the oil. Trump said, "We keep it, I guess."
Yeah.
That's like a direct quote. I guess we keep it, I guess.
Dude, that's a fucking swish. Can you like
Yeah.
being that fucking reporter and being like,
Well,
What do I
the fuck
fucking
you think they're
say?
gonna do with it? Give it back to
Yeah.
fucking Venezuela? Like they just took the oil from it. Like they're not going to give it back.
I don't
I
think you
guess.
understand the word seize.
It's like stupid
I mean,
question.
But
Move
did they
on.
seize? They
You
can
know
seize
what?
the tanker,
Quiet
but give
piggy.
back the oil still.
Nah,
That's the
fuck
thing.
that.
Keep the oil. Oil's not cheap, man.
Bro, if they
Poor
got
Venezuela.
taken over by the Coast Guard, like they didn't even send Marines. They just let the Coast Guard do it.
Well,
Right.
they were backed
That's
by
like a fuck you in themselves.
No, they were
Yeah.
backed by I believe it was the Marines and the
Okay.
forces nearby, but it was them who
I was gonna
served the
say.
warrant. It was them who stepped
Okay.
on board first and served the warrant in cahoots with the Justice Department and the
Serve the
DIA.
warrants with a bunch of AKs.
Yeah, the DOD was
Well, I don't
like,
even
you know
know
what,
AKs,
Coast Guard,
M4s.
your turn is up. It's time to go, boys. They're like, yes, finally.
Something that's not spring break.
We're not gay anymore.
Okay. No, every time I think of the Coast Guard, I just think of that Family Guy episode when they get dispatched to the fucking spring break in Miami.
Yeah.
Hydraulic grappling winch.
And then when they had RuPaul on the stage to do like the victory parade or whatever in Family Guy. Was it RuPaul?
That wasn't RuPaul. It was
Oh.
um
Is that Roger? I can't remember. Anyway,
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Ah.
With this big pink boa and shit.
Well, at the time, Bruce Jenner.
Right.
yeah.
Pre Caitlyn.
Right. Well, I think we have completed Mine Harbor episode 19. Thank you guys for joining us. Just a friendly reminder, we are on Spotify, YouTube, and Patreon, so go ahead and give us a like, a follow, whatever you would like to do to help and support us. It is always greatly appreciated. And we are about to head on over to our Patreon to play our little Jeopardy game. We will be releasing...
note.
Oh, maybe not, Sean. Maybe not. We shall see. But anyway, we're going to be going over to Patreon, so join us there. You're going to have to
Final
find
note.
out. Anyway.
Final note, bro.
Oh, final note.
Final note. Yes. James and I played a game of NHL last night, and that will be on our Patreon.
Oh,
So,
sick.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will be up in the next week or so.
Nice.
So go to our Patreon for Let's Plays, NHL talks, and Jeopardy games, and more.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Well, see you guys all next week. Peace.
Peace.